Now, Kentucky Fried Chicken has launched an ad campaign of the comeback for Kentucky Fried Chicken. And this is far from a comeback if anybody has had the original recipe back in the day. If you were around when my uncle Colonel Harlan Sanders was around and operating Kentucky Fried Chicken and controlling the quality even after he sold out, you know what it's supposed to taste like. And you know today it does not taste that way. Now, recently on Instagram, Kentucky Fried Chicken's marketing team has blocked me from being able to tag them in comments and tag them in post and mention them in post as well. Now, 10 years ago, Kentucky Fried Chicken upset me very much by blocking me on all platforms for speaking out against the misrepresentation of my uncle. The brand itself had sexualized Colonel Sanders for a younger audience. 10 years ago, Kentucky Fried Chicken was failing so bad they needed more relevance in pop culture today. So they revived my uncle from the dead, brought him back in a perverted way, and then when people didn't like that, they started changing him like James Bond. And then it got to the point where they started sexualizing him. They went as far as to turn him into a stripper for a Mother's Day ad. They had George Hamilton portray Uncle Harley in soap operas. They had Mario Lopez do a recipe for seduction. They wrote a romance novel. I spoke out against it. I had no following at the time, and they blocked me on every platform to prevent me from spreading the word of the Colonel's family still being around and how we felt about it. Today they are beginning to block me as well. But not just them. Social media influencers between Canada and the United States that partner with Kentucky Fried Chicken are blocking my family and I on social media from being able to speak out against the ads on their pages as well. They revived my uncle again in a history ad that hinted towards the history of Kentucky Fried Chicken by exaggerating it. Had I seen just that, I wouldn't have had a problem. Yeah, the guy doesn't look anything like Uncle Harley. I would have been questioning why he had 5 o'clock shadow going on. But they taught some of the history. Exaggerated, but history. But what turned me away from that ad and from Kentucky Fried Chicken was the social media marketing team chanting, "Make him hot."
Make the Colonel hot.
Make him hot.
Make him hot! Make him hot! Make him hot! Make him hot!
And encouraging in the comments the sexualization of Colonel Sanders yet again. They demanded to be called Colonel Zaddy. People are calling for the stripper ad to come back now. And I and my family are being silenced by the brand on social media from being able to voice our opinions on their pages. I have to rely on the algorithm to spread my page around. Now, I dedicated my page to getting rid of rumors, misinformation, and to share the real history of Kentucky Fried Chicken and my family legacy. Giving away free buckets of chicken and not fixing the quality is not fixing the issue. So it's time we make my uncle's chicken at home so you yourself can taste what originality tastes like. My YouTube channel has a breakdown of each ingredient. Try this recipe at home and tell me what you think.